Well, hello there, people of the grid. It's been a while, I know, but you know what? Life. We've been busy. Everybody's doing great. Tammy is awesome. The kids are doing awesome. We've just been busy with our winter program of snowboarding, getting work done, working, playing games, relaxing, and thinking about summer. But before we get to summer, we still got to tackle winter, and that is what brings me to today. I'm taking the Tesla on a winter camping trip. It's a first for, well, a second for me, second for the Tesla too. We're going to be camping in some severe extreme temperatures out here in the backcountry in Alberta. We've got a long weekend, so I've got like almost 4 days to spend out here and basically live. And then hop back in the car and take it home. So I'm basically going to cold soak the car. It's going to be sitting out there almost for 4 full days in freezing cold temperatures. It's minus 25 degrees Celsius right now, which is really, really cold. And it's going to get even colder. I think we're going to get to like minus 35 possibly out here. So I'm going to be staying in a tent. I've got Ethan coming out to join me tomorrow. He's got some stuff to do and finish up with school. So he'll be out tomorrow. And then we're going to be volunteering at a boys camp. So we're going to just be helping and making sure that everybody else stays alive as well. So come along for the journey and see how it goes. I got a lot of warm gear. Hopefully I brought enough. Wow, it's beautiful out here. Oh my gosh, I've been here in the summer, I've been here in the winter before, but not with this much snow. This is exceptional. It's like a winter wonderland. Hopefully I don't freeze and die in this winter wonderland, but it is so amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta get some snow compacted and get the tent set up, and then I gotta go help set up other tents. All right, guys, I've kind of cleared off and packed down a big landing area. That's where we're going to set up the tent. So I'll do a time lapse of that, I think. Oh, it's cold. All right, guys, I got the tent all set up. I'm going to take you inside and show you real quick. I got it set up for 2, so 2 sleeping bags, 1 mattress for me, 2 mattresses for Ethan. Froze my butt off out here. Holy crap. I got to get some extra clothes on, but let's do the cribs tour. Tent edition. All right, so here we go. That's the inside. And we got 1, 2 sleeping bags. Those things I inflated, those are pillows. And then I just popped my socks in here. I got my hoodie in here too, just for later in case I need it. I'm gonna zip that end shut, zip this end shut. Ooh, my phone got too cold and it shut down. So yeah, that's the tent. It's got 2 vestibules, 2 entries, so Ethan can enter on this side, I can enter on my side. And that's where I'll be spending the next couple of nights. Hopefully, we're warm. Not feeling warm right now. There, people of the grid. Welcome to the gazebo. Good news number 1, I'm alive. I survived the night. That whole idea about letting the car just sit there and get cold, nope, that didn't go according to plan, because I went to bed into the tent around, it was like 9:45, 20 to 10. Crawled into the sleeping bag. I boiled some hot water and put it in my Nalgene bottle. That gave me some nice thermal heat. And I was good until about 1 a.m. when I had to go to the bathroom. No, I had to go to the bathroom at 12. So I went to the bathroom, got chilled, got back in the sleeping bag, and at 1 a.m. I had to go again, and my toes were freezing, my feet were freezing. So I was just in my socks. I've got base layer, pants, snow pants, base layer, shirt, and then I had a puffy jacket inside the sleeping bag, and I had a toque on, and I was still, my feet were so cold. So I got in the car, started up the car to just warm up my feet. And because the car's using some power to keep itself warm, I think I had about, I was at 50% range left, just under 50. So I thought, you know what? Since I'm awake, I'm just gonna drive over. The town is like 20 minutes out, and there's a charger there. So I parked, read my book, got my feet nice and toasty warm. And then by the time I came back, the car was, wasn't 100% charged, but it was like 80% or something. I got back and my toes were warm. I crawled into the sleeping bag. I didn't even take my boots off. I just dusted off the snow and just shoved my feet right into the bag. That was perfect. It was cold though. It was minus 30 degrees Celsius this morning. It's supposed to be minus 35 tonight. And it's actually at about 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. That's when it gets to be the coldest. So that's a good time to actually get up and just start moving to stay warm. And I think that's probably what Ethan and I will do tomorrow. He wasn't here last night. He's joining me today. Actually, he's on his way out right now. Oh, and in this gazebo, there is a wood burning fire thing. So all of the boys that are camping here are, they're going to be warm. So it's just above freezing, and with this many people in here, about 27 odd, they won't be that cold. Whereas in my little tent where there's no heat source other than me and my water bottle, yeah, that gets chilly, but survived. Ooh. Morning, people. They're good. Been a good couple of days. What does it mean? We had the car parked, took it for a spin. That was on Wednesday night. And so from Thursday until today, which is Sunday, it's been parked. It's been parked in the cold, hasn't moved. I actually just brought it over and I'm loading up my campsite. Still got over half battery left, so plenty. Even though it got to minus 35, there's 2 nights of that. That first night was minus 35. The second night was supposed to be warmer. It wasn't. It also went to minus 35. The next night, I think we only made it to about minus, it got me Friday night. Got to minus 18, which still felt like minus 35. I mean, in the tent, it was okay, but still really chilly. And then last night, it was only down to about minus 18, which when we went to bed, it was minus 8 Celsius, which was super comfortable. And then as it got colder into the night, it got a little worse. I've cleaned up our pad, but take a look at this. So that's the footprint of our tent. It goes over there, there. And you can see, I'll get my shadow out of the way. Ethan was on this side here, and I was on this side here. You can see my side has more melt. And that's got to be when my mattress leaked out and I slept on the closer to that snow surface and melted some of it with my body heat. Now I think I figured out what it was. My pad is just fine because I inflated it that night. My pad deflated. I'm like, oh, this is not good. So around midnight, I had to go to the bathroom. I reinflated my pad and I closed it up. And then I had to go to the bathroom again at about 3. I was cold again because the pad had let all the air out. I go to the bathroom and I thought, I'll try it one more time. And then as I filled it, I noticed there's an O-ring on the cap that plugs back into the inflator hole. So once you blow it, the air doesn't come out. But if you press hard on the mat, it will. and there's an O-ring that actually seals against that with the cap to prevent that from happening. So I reseated the O-ring properly, put it back in, and it was fine for the Friday night and Saturday night. So last 2 nights, no problems with the Climate sleeping pad. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever done this, like coming out and sleeping in freezing cold weather. It's the first time Ethan's done it too. It's the first time I haven't shaved in like what, 4 or 5 days since Wednesday. And then the cool thing is, usually the next day if I don't shave, I'm dying. I gotta get it cut. But because it was so cold, it didn't even bother me. It didn't even faze me. I think it actually helped to keep my face a little bit warmer. So we got some more camp cleanup to do. I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll catch you on the drive out, drive home. Hey, people of the grid. It's been a few weeks since we did that camping trip out at Camp Arcatheos, and I didn't get, excuse me, I didn't get any footage of the drive out. We were just so busy getting camp packed up and put away, and we had to give a friend of ours a lift back into town. It was an epic winter camping experience. The car itself did great. There was no issues with the car when we got back in 4 days later. The battery was still at whatever I'd left it at. Like, I think I parked it around 85% or 80%. I think it was down at 60 when I got back into it, and we had plenty of range to get back home. It was much warmer outside then too, so that was kind of nice. It's quite an experience sleeping in those cold temperatures, and I didn't take a lot of video because we had a lot of work just to keep the boys that were at the camp, you know, safe and warm and fed, and made sure their wood stove had wood chopped and fueled for the night. There was a couple of dads, not me, there was a couple of dads that stayed in the gazebo just to keep track of the boys for security, make sure everything was good. When I got into bed that night, when I came back after charging the car, I got into the sleeping bag with my boots on. I left them on for the next like 3.5 days and didn't take them off at all. I took my feet out just to make sure my feet were warm and good, but I slept in the boots, I slept in my snow pants, I slept in my winter coat in the sleeping bag. It wasn't optimal. I wouldn't do that next time, but hey, it got me through. So it was a good camp. And we came home safe and sound. So if you're thinking of doing it, I've got some experience now in extreme cold temperatures. I don't know if I'll do it again in that extreme cold, but hey, you never know.